Hi, everyone. It's Shelley, and welcome to episode 56 of SNOWED, the Michael Snow is a Fraud story. I've had this comment that I want to address. It's not the first comment I've had like this. First of all, this comment came sometime in the 20s, 23, 28, the episode. And I guess the first thing I'd have to ask is, if you watched from number 1 to number 20 something and you still don't understand how that happened, you're really missing the point. And I know I've said that numerous times, you're really missing the point. And you know what? I take full responsibility for this man being in my life. Absolutely. 100%. Is it as much my fault? No. I was abused. I was manipulated. I was gaslit. This man is truly, truly a narcissist, and I know that now. I've had questions asking, how do they find out your financial information? How do they know? Well, number one, when I first started dating him, I was in my late 40s, and you expect people that you're chatting with to be established. He certainly sounded established. So, that's number one. And maybe if you've not dated in your 40s and 50s, maybe you don't know. Because I can certainly tell the difference between somebody who doesn't sound established and somebody who is established. And he certainly did. And he doesn't come off as somebody who is just a fly-by-night kind of person. He wants the same things that I wanted. He wanted, to settle down. He wanted a family. He wanted home. He wanted all the same things. But I know now he's a chameleon. So it really wouldn't have mattered if I said I wanted to fly to Mars. He would have said, I do too. I spent a lot of the day while I was working listening to some really interesting things on narcissism. And I'll tell you one thing. They do not target stupid people. And I know I took a lot of flack in the beginning of my series for the first thing I said was that I'm a smart woman. And I am. And that's, I guess, the point I was trying to make was that I am smart. And it still happened to me. And if it can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. Because I'm sure anyone around me, my family, my friends, they do know I'm intelligent. I've had businesses. I've written books. I'm a smart woman, and it happened to me. So you got to know that this man targets intelligent, established women. Some of us are child psychologists, government executives, executive chefs, CPAs, accountants, life coaches, therapists, businesswomen, authors. Not one of the women that I have spoken to were down and out. Not one. Not one of them was unemployed. Not one of them didn't have some sort of financial safety. So I guess I'll back up a bit to answer the question. How do they find out that you have money? It's not like they say, can I see your bank accounts? No, that's not the way it happens. You start chatting, you have a conversation. What do you do for a living? Well, this is what I do for a living. Oh, that sounds really great. This is what I do for a living. And the conversation it evolves. You're getting to know somebody. For instance, one of the women said to me that Mr. Snow, after numerous conversations and feeling very comfortable with him, they were discussing their homes, I guess. And he said, oh, take me on a tour of your house. Let's do a FaceTime. You could tell a lot about how much money a woman has by the state of her home, can't you? That seems innocent enough after he's gained your trust. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you really, truly need to understand that I let it happen. No, I didn't let it happen. I was targeted. I was abused, literally, financially, emotionally, psychologically abused. And so are these other women. And, just as much my fault. No, I don't agree with that. I'm sorry, but I just don't. One of the women I chatted with used a term, and this is bang on. She said it's psychological mind fuckery. And that's exactly what he does. That is exactly what he does. And, you know, he uses his bullying and his intimidation, and it's his mad verbal skills, I'll tell you, you know, and so many of you have said, well, he's like nothing to look at. No, he ain't. He's really nothing to look at. When I first met him, I thought, ooh, can I do this? Like, I don't know. He is not my type. But you know what? It's the charm. It's the charisma. It's the smooth talking. It's the fact that he wants all the same things as you and that he's established. And it's all those things that go along with looking for a life partner in your 40s and 50s. So I really do hope that I've been able to answer some questions. I know I jump around a little bit, but did I let it happen? No, I didn't let it happen. It was abuse, plain and simple. It was abuse. So I'm just as much at fault. You know, I definitely, I carry some guilt. Absolutely, for sure. I carry some self-blame, but I did not allow it to happen. He basically mind fucked me.